What's up, guys? It's Dust here, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Last time, we finished up at the Wind Temple, fully restoring the power to the Master Sword. This time, we are going to finally start collecting some of the Triforce pieces. Before we do that, however, we want to warp over to the Tower of the Gods. And we are going to sail to the west, over to Thorn Fairy Island, which is 2 squares to the west. I said west, I meant to say east, my apologies. So to east of the Tower of the Gods, back at Thorn Fairy Island, we have one of the treasure charts we got in the Wind Temple. And that is a piece of art. Only one more left to find. Back over at Pawprint Isle, we've been here a couple times, but this is the island between Windfall and Dragon Roost. If we hookshot up to this island right here, I have to get a little bit closer. We want to hookshot up to this tree, and we have a cavern on this island. You want to make sure you have your bow for this one, because if I remember correctly, sure enough, we got Wizrobes. No, I used the fairy. I'm stupid. Alright. These are the same Wizrobes that spawn enemies, so you want to make sure that you're killing them rather fast before they can spawn more enemies. And we have fire keys. Great. We got this one. There we go. And unfortunately, he was able to get some enemies off. Okay, P-hats. That's not that bad. Oh boy, there's multiple of them. Go. Don't tell me that these things are really preventing it from finishing. It was those little things. Really? But anyways. This is our final treasure chart if you are playing the HD version. If you were playing the GameCube version, if you had collected every other treasure chart up to this point, you would have gotten the last one in the Wind Temple, I believe. But this is our last treasure chart for the HD version. As you can see, we have 46. And if we count all of these, we should have treasure charts 1 through 46. Which we do. So, let's go get these last few treasures. 2 squares east of Outset Island, we have 2 Reef, which is where one of the treasures are. If you are playing the HD version, this is your final heart piece. We now have 20 heart containers. Very nice. If you're playing the GameCube version, don't worry, that does not mean that you are missing a treasure chart, or this does not mean that you're missing a piece of heart. It is just in a different location, and I will be going over that. 1 square south of Greatfish Island was the Islet of Steel. This is where our final sunken treasure is. And for our final sunken treasure, we have 200 rupees. Now, while we're here at the Isle of Steel, there's actually something else for us to do. If we take down this ship blocking the entrance... There are a lot of ships here, so be careful. But we mainly just want to take this one down. Then we can put our cannon away. And head on in. You notice in here, we have a little symbol with the Triforce on it. Step on up here. Playing the Wind's Requiem causes a chest to appear. Get it? You got a Triforce chart. You can't read it yourself, so you'll have to get it deciphered somewhere. So, this is our first step to getting the Triforce. Now, I came here to the Isle of Steel last, because obviously we could also get a Triforce chart here. But if you are lost and you need help, you have this, the Incredible chart. This tells you where to find Triforce pieces and Triforce charts. So, we're going to be getting all these, obviously, because we're going to have to. So I will cut around and show you guys how to get all of these. One square to the west of the Isle of Steel, we have these ships over here, but you notice one of them is made out of gold. So, let's pull out our cannon and take it down. Feeding that ship causes a sunken treasure to appear. So we'll sail on over and get it. Sure enough, we get another Triforce chart. One square south of Needle Rock Island, we're going to go to Diamond Steep Island, however you want to pronounce it. Now that we have the hook shot, we can actually get up here. Because before, we couldn't do anything with it. So now, do that, and we just follow the trees up here. Come on. There we go. Doing all that leads you to this cavern up over here. Let's head on in. This leads us to a bit of a weird underground cavern. We haven't seen any like this before. In here is a bit of a maze. A maze with everyone's favorite, Floor Masters. Come on. Obviously getting caught by one of these things brings you back to the beginning. So, don't let it do that. We're going to burn the top off of one pot at a time in order to find our way here. Because if we know that one pot doesn't work, then we won't take it again. So we'll hop in this one. Which brings us right back to the beginning. So that was the wrong one. And sure enough, every time you go in one of these pots, all the Floor Masters respawn. So that's fun. So I feel like this one around the corner is too obvious, so let's go in this one next. Again, I did not make myself a guide for this area, because since it's a maze, I thought it would be fun to watch myself get lost. Alright, this takes us somewhere new. this one. That takes us back to the beginning. Alright, wrong one. So, in that one, and then we go in this one. Kill these floor masters again. Let's do this one down here. Okay, now we're up here. And now let's do this one. Come on. Get up there, Link. That brings us to this higher part of the ship. And now we have this. Our reward for all of this is the ghost ship chart. So, let's take a look at that. Where is it? There it is. So, this shows us exactly which island the ghost ship will be at on each moon phase. So we have to pay attention to what the phase of the moon is and where we can find the ghost ship. The ghost ship cannot be entered until you have this chart. So now that we have it, wherever the ghost ship is, we'll be able to find it. So, with the ghost ship as our next destination, let's hop into the King of Red Lions and make it nighttime, shall we? There we go. Now if we look at our ghost ship chart, it actually highlights where it currently is. Which, I believe that's actually right here. Wow, what luck! Here it is. It will not be highlighted like that in the GameCube version. Unfortunately, with the GameCube version, you will have to manually look at the moon and see what phase it is to figure out where it is. But, we have many different enemies here. We have a Wizrobe. We have Pose. Let's take care of the Wizrobe first, because I believe that's one of the ones that can summon enemies. Now, let's take care of the Pose. Come on. There we go. Defeating those enemies causes that ladder to fall. You can see that it has a much more eerie feel than any other ship that we've been on. We get a Triforce shard. Now, in the HD version, you can find actual shards of the Triforce on its own. And we get that weird ghostly shriek, and now we're back outside, and the ghost ship will never be seen again. But, anyways, in the GameCube version, every single one of these is going to be a Triforce chart. There are 8 Triforce charts in total, 8 pieces to find. However, only 3 of them are charts in the HD version. So now, let's head on out and find the next one. Our next stop is one east of the Islet of Steel. We have Stonewatcher Island. So, we head on up here. Sure enough, we have one of these big heads. We've gotten the power gauntlets. Can take this. Head on in. Now we have a little bit of a maze here. Every room that you go in is going to have a different type of enemy. We saw something similar to this on Dragon Roost Island, but it didn't have very many, like, challenging enemies. This one will have a lot more challenging enemies. Like, right here we have Armos. No. More. Come on. Ow. Come on. Stop doing this. There we go. Now we can head on back to the main room. That torch lights up. Do the same thing for all 4 rooms. This one has moblins. Up next we have Wizrobes. And in the final room, we just have a bunch of bokoblins. Now, once you've completed all 4 rooms, you'll see dark nuts have appeared in the main room. Defeating all of those opens up this door. And we can head in, play the Wind's Requiem. We get our second shard. Back over at the private oasis, which is 1 south of Tower of the Gods. If you remember, we got the deed for this place not too long ago from Mrs. Marie. Well, actually, we got it a pretty long time ago. I meant to show this place off earlier, but it kind of slipped my mind and I never really got the chance, but it's fine. Now's a good time more than ever. So, we want to head up to the door and show off our cabana deed. You unclean, most foul, don't lay those grungy hands. That's... Well, that's the... Are you the new master? Are you Master Link? Ah, I am so pleased to hear that name. Master Link, please be gentle on this fine door. Head on in. This place is nice. Now, we have a little sliding puzzle minigame that we can complete for rupees should you want to. I will try it at some point. But, for now, why we're mainly here. If you take the grappling hook and look up here, that will cause the fireplace to go out. Let's head on in. This brings us to a bit of an underground cavern. Not only an underground cavern, an underground maze. So, this is going to be fun. Alright, so we want to head over this way, head down here. And we have some holes to slide through. Alright. We'll head left. We'll head right. Maybe this is the right way. Head to the left. I don't know where I'm going. To be perfectly honest, I have no idea where I'm going. Alright, this just brings you to a bunch of pots. So that was not the right way. But you get a bunch of rupees out of this. So I guess it's not all bad. No, put that away so we can go back down. Okay, we'll go to the right. To the left, I mean. And at this crossroads, let's head back to the left. And to the right. Okay, we have another ladder right here. This should lead us right here. We have 2 switches to hit with our skull hammer. So, I believe this one was back at the beginning? Or is this a different one? I think that's the way forward. I think this one... Yes, this one leads us back to the beginning. But this one is the way forward. Now, if we head in here... Go left... Then a right... For some reason, I thought we were hitting a dead end, and then another right. Alright, cool. We have yet another ladder. And... okay, no, we haven't gotten a circle. Hit this one, which I believe is another way back to the beginning. If we drop down here... There are redeads in this room, so be careful. I knew it was coming up. I just forgot which room it was. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. There we go. And behind these pots we have another hole. More rupees in that pot. Head down through here. Head down through here. Alright, now we can go up this way. That brings us to another one of these. Come on. There we go. Got another shard. Only 5 left to go. Now we'll hit the switch. It should link us. One of these. Maybe this one. Maybe this way. Yes, here's our way back out. Alright. Now, I'm gonna give this a little bit of a try. Ah, master, do you have an interest in the amusements of nobility? I do indeed. In that case, would you care to hear an explanation of the game? No, thank you. Very good, master. Please enjoy yourself. So, obviously, this is just a sliding puzzle. We have to recreate Snot Boy from Windfall Island. Or, not Windfall, Outset. Honestly, I've had a lot of practice with these puzzles, so I'm not too terrible at them. But we shall see how this goes. Oh, those are all too high, aren't they? Okay, so hold on. Everything there needs to come down a square. So that needs to come down, that needs to come down, that needs to come down. That, and then that comes up here. And crap. Nope. We want to do this. I royally messed this up. Okay, hold on. We'll figure this out. So we want his hair right there. There we go. Okay. Nope, that square needs to come over this way. Yes, so that needs to go like that, but... Okay, so hold on. Let me get this one into place. Okay, and I believe that needs to be the blank square. So now we can start building his face. So that goes there. That goes there. That square here. There we go. Nope. We want to... okay, I see. We need to get this square over there. There we go. So now we want to get... There we go. We've got that part. But now the rest of it, it's messed up. Oh, jeez. Alright, okay, hold on. So we want to do this. Nope, not that. Crap. Okay, so yes, this is what we want so far. Okay. So we've gotten this far. Okay. We're getting there. We're making progress. We're so close. Alright, Oh. Oh. Oh! We did it! Hell yeah! Well done, Master. Well done indeed. You are among the most talented gamesmiths of the noble classes. I offer you this as an expression of my respect and admiration of your skills. Please accept it. He'll give us rupees for every level that we complete. I believe... Looking at the wall, there are 16 levels to this. And in order to reset, you just have to leave and come back in. So, I will show that off real quick. But yes, we come back in. Our next level is Aerial. But I'm not going to sit here and do 16 sliding puzzles. If it's just for rupees, I'm not really all that interested. But we've made some pretty good headway in getting some of the Triforce. We've gotten 3 of the pieces and 2 of the charts leading to the pieces. I think we're going to call it there. So next time on The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, we are going to continue looking for pieces of the Triforce.